Hello, I'm Susan Holt. I'm an author from Porirua. I have a new book out this year, The Heart Casts No Shadow. It's an ebook, it's on Amazon as a Kindle, but it's also available as a paperback on my website, which is www.susanholt.org/books. And I can send that to you pretty darn soon. So put your order in now. I'll read you now from chapter 18. So Ronwyn has gone into the palace as a spy for against the evil King Rissic. And she's just met the resistance contact. Chapter 18. Ronwyn felt her face slacken as her heart began to hammer. I can't do that. I'm just here to get information. I'm not a killer. She pushed his arm. You do it. He hissed at her, gripping her shoulders tighter. I can't. You're the only one who can, Ronwyn. You're the one who has access. She gazed up at him, trembling. I can't do that. I'm just a seamstress. He took a sharp intake of breath before he released his hold and stepped back, turning away. Then we are lost. Ronwyn's stomach dropped. Surely... She stopped, remembering what Keflin had said. It'll be years before we can get someone inside again, if ever. Everyone they'd sent in before had been discovered and killed. She'd got further than them all. Her throat tightened. I just can't do that. I'm sorry. You'll have to think of something else. She felt herself backing away. Zarek faced her again, lifting his hands and pleading. Your access to him is all we have. You know what it's like outside. He must be stopped. We don't have to kill him, Ronwyn insisted. Zarek's gaze drilled into her for a long time, as though he were waiting for her to see reason. Uncomfortable, she folded her arms and looked at the palace, beautifully lit for the evening. Ronwyn, Zarek said, stepping in front of her and leaning in, capturing her gaze, if you won't kill him, we'll never be free. He's an evil man. Please, use what you know and get rid of him while we have the chance. She refused to answer and angled her face away from him. He finally sighed and glanced over his shoulder. I need to get back, or I'll be missed. He whirled towards the palace. What was she supposed to do? Ronwyn rushed to catch up with him. Zarek! He pushed her away. We mustn't be seen together. Go through another entrance. He pointed off to the right and sped away. His abrupt departure left her feeling lost and scared, the water still dancing high into the air behind her and slapping the surface of the pool as it landed. What had Zarek expected? No one had told her this would be asked of her. She wouldn't have agreed to it if she'd known. Why hadn't the resistance told her? Well, they couldn't make her do it. She sighed and raked her fingers through her hair. Had getting herself trapped in the palace been pointless? Ronwyn trudged back to the throne room and the door she had left by. She reached for the handle but stopped, her chest constricting as she heard the music inside. Her world tilted. Felenia was singing alone now and using her lowest notes. Turn me like a boat to sail away from thee. I'll be coming back again, so watch and wait for me. Until I see thy face afore mine blessed eye, I will not rest me easy till moored by thy side. The sooner I depart, the sooner I'll return, and thou wilt laugh and dance and sing within my arms again. Becalmed upon the sea, I'll think of only thee, and pray for wind and waves to push me back to Homerley. This was the song Ronwen's father had sung to her, to sleep when she was young, or to comfort her if there'd been a storm. The last time she'd heard it, her father had been humming it intently, gazing into her eyes, his arms twisted behind him as he was arrested. The next time Ronwen had seen him had been during announcements, when the king had torn his heart out for treason. But if I never come into thine arms again, be sure to hold thy head up high, our love is not in vain. My heart will be thy guide unto the bitter end. And when the world has passed away, we'll be together then. Unable to breathe, Ronwen's body bent in the middle and shuddered. She would do anything to have her father's arms around her. She'd felt so safe. He was gone forever, though, and she was all alone, stuck in this beautiful, awful place. Her imagination of him couldn't fill this dreadful loneliness. She released the door handle as her throat closed shut. Covering her mouth, she leaned against the wall. What was she going to do? She was trapped. Ronwen soon gave up trying to control herself, pushed away from the wall, and stumbled back to her room, barely able to see where she was going. Thank you for listening. That's the Heartcast No Shadow, available again on my website, www.susanholt.org/books, or on Amazon as a Kindle book. And I'm Susan Holt, a Porirua author. Happy reading.